What a week for Rick Pitino. At the beginning of this week, he was inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Soon afterward, he got a call from his son telling him that he had a basketball coaching job that he had received from the University of Minnesota. The next day, his team, who he coaches, Louisville, won the national championship. The Masters are rolling in at Augusta National, and the projections are looking pretty good this year for a Tiger takedown. In local news, the CCHS varsity girls soccer team unfortunately fell to the Athens Academy Spartans yesterday evening in a soccer match. But the varsity boys from Clark Central did reign victorious, and two of our players scored hat tricks. I'm Sam Thompson with Odyssey Online. This coming fall, there's a debate whether the outgoing players on the UGA offense and defense will make a huge impact on how the team fares this coming season. Here to debate whether the offense or the defense shall be performing better this season is guest writer Kevin Mobley and sports editor Chad Rim.
Hi, my name is Chad Rim. I'd first like to start off with my argument to Kevin. Go Louisville Cards. I picked them last debate. I don't want to brag or anything, but that's just the way it rolls, Kevin. You'll get them next time. Anyway, I'd like to start off my argument saying that the UGA team, the UGA offense, one thing that separates them from the defense is just plain out experience. UGA is returning 10 starters, all conference performers, with Murray, who's probably going to throw again 3,000 yards, Burnett, Marshall, and Gurley. So just my main argument is going to be experience. What does the defensive line, who lost 10 starters, what are they going to bring to the table that's not this great offense that UGA is going to present?
Okay, so first off, Chad, I'd like to say that I know you pointed out Gurley and Marshall both as the running backs. You can't have two running backs. I wish Bobo would run that offense, but can't run that. So with the defense, what I see, last year with last year's defense, they didn't live up to the hype. Got 10 eligible players for the NFL draft, 3 projected to be first rounders. But we didn't really see the defense evolve last year like they could have. And so what I see this year is I still see elite stars that are going to be some of the top in the SEC. And then I also see young guys stepping in that could make their name for themselves and have a breakout performance this season.
So, Chad, speak a little bit why you feel the offense will fare better than the defense will this season, why they're looking better.
Like I mentioned this is just one of the arguments I thought of. Mike Bobo, he just got a contract extension, and that shows that he's going to be very committed to this team. Grantham has been getting a lot of NFL offers. His mind's going to be all over the place. That will distract his defense players.
Rumors, Chad.
Huh?
I
just read it on ESPN. Might be a rumor. It don't really matter to this point. Where Georgia returned 10 starters. Georgia had one of the best offenses in the country. So if they're returning these players again, I'd much rather have these starters return who made it to the SEC championship than a defense who lost all of these star players like Jarvis Jones.
Okay, but they didn't perform together as a unit last year. The only 2 times that we saw them actually perform were against Florida, where they saved the offense's butt, and then also against Auburn, where it was a great game that they played.
You're using these players from last year, and last time I checked, these players left.
So hold on, Chad. Kevin, bring it back a little bit. Why do you feel that the freshmen coming on, or the transfer players that are coming onto the field for Georgia for the first time, and why you feel that they're going to do better as a team than the offense will?
Well, first off, Chad, it starts with recruiting. As we've seen, Alabama has won 3 of the last 4 national championships because Alabama recruits as one of the elite teams in the country. They get athletes. So with this incoming recruiting class for Georgia, they have 19 players coming in on defense. 12 of those are 4 stars by ESPN. 8 of those are in the ESPN 150 top players, and the other 4 are in the junior college 100 by ESPN. And so what I see is, first off, let's break it down. I see in the secondary, I see young guys stepping up. So I see Trey Matthews stepping in at the free safety position, and he's a big hitter. You know, he's been talked about in practices as a guy that's going to step up and could have a breakout season this year. On the defensive line, they've got 6 or 7 guys in the rotation.
But you're basing this off of breakout.
So essentially, you feel that these guys, because they're top ranked, they're the top ranked guys coming out. They're ranked highly by ESPN. They're ranked highly by the junior college ranking. So additionally, you feel that if they come in, they'll do better than the old veterans who've proven themselves in the past.
I'm just saying, and the audience might agree, that I'd much rather have one of the best quarterbacks in the country, Andy Murray. Not one of the best?
He's elite.
He's elite. I'd rather have an elite quarterback than these little high schoolers.
He's still not the best in the SEC.
He's one of the best.
I'm going to give each of you 30 seconds with a closing statement to end out your arguments for the offense and for the defense success in the upcoming 2013 football season for Georgia.
I think the argument of experience is just way bigger than let's hope for these players to be good. Even though, yes, ESPN does rank them, give them 4 stars, I don't really care, to be honest. I'd much rather have these players such as, why can't I remember his name? Aaron Murray balling out 3,000 yards, probably going to get it last year, probably going to get it next year. So I'd much rather have this guy than some unknown defensive player.
Okay, so we know about Georgia's defense last year. You know, great names such as Jarvis Jones, John Jenkins, Alec Ogletree, but they did not perform nearly close to the level that they should have been playing last year. When you talk about the guys coming in, you know, like I said, 12 4-stars in ESPN. There's a lot of promise, and I see young guys competing for spots. I see depth, you know, maybe some guys that got overlooked because of, you know, the big name guys that were on the defense last year. And last but certainly not least, I see the freshmen coming in that I think could all have breakout years this year.